More Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine will be produced thanks to the help of one of the company's rivals. Pharmaceutical company Merck will help manufacture that single-shot vaccine. This arrangement comes after officials found out Johnson & Johnson had fallen behind on producing. Johnson & Johnson has pledged 16 million additional doses will be shipped by the end of this month. So right now, Polk County isn't going to be getting any of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, not in this first shipment at least. Health officials instead are still sorting out how to get Moderna shots into people who still need a second dose. Polk County Health released its new plan today, and a pharmacy is going to be stepping up to help. Our political director, Dave Price, joins us now. Dave, no other way to put this, it's Hy-Vee to the rescue, right?
And it's a big change. If you remember, it was just last week when Polk County Health was saying that they had kind of hoped the supply would jump up a bunch. It did not work out that way with the Moderna supply. So they're about 14,000 second doses short because they had essentially borrowed ahead, thinking supply would go up. They used some of these reserves that could have been set aside for second doses, gave them to other people for their first dose. That didn't happen, so they needed a plan B. As it turned out, Hy-Vee is going to be the plan B. Hy-Vee has a stream of vaccines coming in through the federal government's partnership with them. So they will now be taking on these appointments. So if you got your first appointment of Moderna, got your first dose through Polk County Health, they are supposed to email you and set up an appointment for you to be able to go to Hy-Vee now to get that second shot of Moderna.
And so to what degree is this going to speed up the process? Because there was some concern, this is going to push people past the 28-day, 42-day window to get the second shot.
Right. And they had talked about that it would be possible that before this solution that some people may not make those 42 days, and to catch up at that point wouldn't be until the first or second week of April, and they would only catch up because they stopped taking a lot of new appointments here, if you will. This time around, now that with this partnership with Hy-Vee, they believe that they will catch up by March 15th, so it could save them 2 to 3 weeks, and those could have been those critical weeks in the difference of whether you would get that second dose within the recommended time.
Okay, so it's really been a sort of a case of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There have been some hitches that have come along here, but also some great things revealed about these vaccines. They're a little sturdier than we were first led to believe, right?
Right, and they're reminding people today that just getting the first dose of some of these may give you 70 to 80% protection against getting seriously ill with COVID-19. So that is good. Of course, for those, which would be Pfizer and Moderna, that require the second dose, they still want you to get the second dose. Johnson & Johnson, it's just 1 dose. Now, the protection may not be as high as the 2 doses of the other, but it's a one-shot deal, and you're done.
And when it comes to transporting these things and storing these shots, the Pfizer vaccine, we've got some really promising news about this, right?
Yeah, and that's why Polk County had been getting Pfizer, because the county had these really, really cold storage facilities at various places where they can keep these. It's somewhere about 100 degrees below zero, so super, super cold. But over the weekend, the federal government said it turns out that research is showing they don't have to be stored at such cold temperatures, and now you can just store Pfizer in a regular freezer.
Yeah.
And with Johnson & Johnson, you can put them in the fridge.
Right, and Moderna's something like a Yeti or a wine cooler or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
It's somewhere in between.
Moderna sounds like a wine, so perhaps that would work. But the storage is a big problem, especially in smaller communities where they don't have that super, super cold storage. And so this could be a big help in pushing out more of this. Polk County said they're still waiting to find out. Earlier, you read the story about Pfizer's supply picking up at the end of the month. They haven't heard that yet about whether their supply will pick up, but waiting on that, but it is promising.
Yeah, speaking of that, we know Polk County's not going to get the first round of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. That's going out to 17 specific counties for frontline workers. But is Polk County eventually on tap once those people are vaccinated to start getting some of those doses here?
And I had talked to a Polk County Health Director about that today. And at this point, there's nothing scheduled. Of course, they still hope that, and this is the first week of Johnson & Johnson actually arriving. The priority was going to primarily folks who work in meatpacking plants, those kind of facilities where you have a lot of people who are squished together during their normal workday. There are places like that in Polk County as well, and they're hoping and expecting that that will come down the line, but at this point, they just haven't been notified that J&J is on the way.
Dave, these are such incredible moving targets as we see week to
sure.
week, day to day, and in some cases hour to hour. Thank you so much for keeping tabs on all of this and making it make sense for the rest of us.